Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about lists in Jetpack Compose, or rather how to optimize them, how to optimize the recomposition when using or working with lists in Jetpack Compose in Android. So without further ado, let's get started. So what we have here is a list. So as you can see, I have about 20 items in the list, and to display different items I have random backgrounds for them, and there is a pull to refresh. So if you do that, items will reload, and I have randomization logic. So yeah, items will change color. So here you can see how the items are loaded. So every time you do pull to refresh, the same method will get called, and here I have randomization. So background color is randomized, and based on the background color I am getting text color as well, or item color. Now let's go to the composable and see how I am handling this and if this is optimized. So here's the function that, or here's the composable that actually displays the list to our screen. And here you can see that I am sorting the list. Why? Because I have intentionally sorting them out of order so that I can show you how to sort them, right? I want the items to be displayed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. And view model is returning unsorted items. So here I am sorting them, and then I have a swipe to refresh state. So if I pull, then I am getting the is refreshing from the state, and here in the state you can see that is refreshing is initially false, but whenever swipe to refresh action happens, I am calling this on refresh method, which gets called right here. Inside this I am calling viewModel.load items, and here while setting the loading state I am checking that, hey, if the content is already loaded, or rather if the state is in content, then instead of showing loading, so when you first open the app, let me just run it again. Yeah, it will show a normal circular progress bar, but yeah, when the list is displayed, if you want to refresh it, if you pull, it will show this one, right? So yeah, if the state is refreshing, then this will show the refresh state, and that's how it's structured, right? And inside here I have a LazyColumn, and here I have the items. Now let me show you where actually it doesn't work properly, or where are the issues. So let me start the logcat, clean it, and you can see that I have added some log here, right? So whenever LazyColumn is composed, this would be printed, and here if the this show list is composed, this log will be printed. If the items are sorted, this would be printed. Now let me do the run again to show you something. So when the item first loads, right, I'm increasing the logcat. So yeah, when the app is first loaded, list screen is composed, is refreshing is false, because ideally initially is refreshing will be false. It will be sorted, LazyColumn will be composed, and then all the items are composed. Now let me clear it and do a pull to refresh. So ideally what should happen? Ideally this list compose will be printed, and then what would happen? Nothing else, right? Because items are the same, and this LazyColumn should not be recomposed, right? That is our expectation. But if we do this, you will see that list screen is composed, list is composed, refreshing is true, then it's sorted again, although the items are same. Then LazyColumn and item 1 through 6 are composed. Then list screen is composed again because now refreshing is false. New set of items are loaded. Then it's sorted again, and then again all the items are sorted. So how to optimize that? How to fix this multiple recomposition and multiple sorting, right? So first of all, you should not do any sorting in a composable. This should have been done in the view model only, and it should have been passed here. But if you need, so sorting is not the only example, you might need to do something or the other thing to probably prepare a particular state to display that view model should not be aware of, right? So that's why I have taken this example. Now, first thing we can do to stop all the items recomposing is we need to add a dependency. So we'll go to build.gradle. I have already added it. I will just show you. And here we need to add this Kotlin X collection.immutable. So what does it do? What it does is basically very simple. So if you talk about list, right? So here I have a list, and you can see it's not mutable list, it's just list. And your normal intuition would be that, hey, by default Kotlin lists or Kotlin collections are immutable, right? But you are wrong. Kotlin collections are by default not immutable, they are read only. So they are meant to be only read, not modified, but you can bypass that. So I can still change the value by casting them to mutable list or mutable version of those collections. So let us try that out, right? We can do something like sorted items as mutable list, then 0 dot copy, because I have a data class. So item id is equals to 100, or rather is equal to sorted items So what I am doing here, I am modifying 0th item to have item ID 100. Let us test this theory if it works. So as you can see, the first item ID is now 100, right? So even though it is a just list, not mutable list, you can still modify it. What is the way to solve it? It's very simple actually. Dot to immutable list. You add this dependency Kotlin X collections immutable, and then you use this to immutable list function to convert it to immutable list. Now you can see that casting won't work here. So let us test if the refresh is fixed, right? So again, let us refresh our memory on what's happening now. So if you do a pull to refresh, first thing, it is sorted again, and second thing, all items are getting composed again, right? So let us run now and see if this changes anything. Logcat, clean it, and then do a pull to refresh. So you can see here that it is getting sorted, but items are getting composed only when the refreshing is false and items are actually changed, right? Then only items are getting composed. Otherwise, items are not getting composed. So we have done the first optimization. Now, how to remove this processing over and over again? We want this to be run. We want this block to be run only when the state.items have changed, right? So it's very easy to solve it. So instead of doing this, we can do by I remember and then mutable state of this. Now if we just keep it like that, what will happen? Items will be sorted once and then the same items will be used, right? Because remember uses memoization to actually remember the state and it will always be same. Let us just confirm our theory. So if you do a pull refresh now, items won't be refreshed. So yeah, pull to refresh happening, but items are not getting refreshed. And in the logcat as well, you can confirm that. So if we do this, yeah, refreshing status is updating. So state is coming correctly, but items are not getting refreshed. How to solve that? As I said, remember uses memoization. So you can pass a name to the remember, right? So based on that, or rather a key to remember, based on that, remember will use memoization to remember the values. So if you pass this, so remember will execute this block only when this is changed, exactly what we want. So if we run now, let us open the logcat, and if we do a pull to refresh, we can see that refreshing is 2, no sorting, this screen is getting composed, obviously list is getting composed, and then refreshing is false. Now sorted because item list is changed, so we want to sort again, and then now all the items that are displayed are getting composed. Now another optimization. So if we do this, what happens is that composable doesn't know that this one is the same one. So what it does, it executes the complete composable again to generate it. How to optimize that? Items takes a key. So you can pass a key where you will get the item and you can return item dot id or something else, right? So it basically telling the compose that hey, use this for memoization. So if this is same, then you are getting the same item back and you don't have to recompose it over and over again. You can basically use the same item until this item ID is changed or until this whole list is replaced. So that is another set of optimization. So this is where I would like to conclude our video today. I hope you liked it. Please click the thumbs up button, subscribe and turn the bell notification on. And if you have any feedback, please leave them below. A lot more videos are coming, so I hope you would enjoy them, and please subscribe to get notified as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.